Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, boy, this is going to be good right here. A recent survey by one poll asked 2,000 Americans about their fondest memories growing up, and that it seems like the kitchen is truly the heart of the home. That's real talk. A total of 77% of those who surveyed said that they cooked food or recipes with their family at least once a week, and when they were growing up, and that was one of their favorite childhood memories. So also a list of fondest memories growing up, listening to stories from parents and grandparents, watching TV with the family, eating meals at home with family. So for today's Fill in the Blank Friday, we want y'all to answer this. My fondest memory growing up was what, Brett?
Watching The Price is Right with my grandmothers, both of them.
Come on now. You said one then.
Waiting on him to say, come on down.
Yeah, my grandfather would be mad, because they don't let black people win the Fridays.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Maria.
Man, I have a lot, but specifically related to the kitchen, I would say my grandmother cleaning and cooking chitlins, Ricky.
No, ma'am.
She would come with buckets, those big red buckets of chitlins from my days growing up in Detroit, and then in Miami when she and my grandfather located. And Ricky, she would keep the red bucket by her bedside when she couldn't make it to the bathroom one time.
Yes, sir.
She had that bucket
Pee
right
bucket.
next to the bed. But yeah.
Maria, we had the pee bucket. And then you have to get up in the morning and go empty it.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Maria,
man.
my grandmama would get up and go to the foot of the bed, pull that nightgown up, and had a straight aim.
Yes.
Bend over and have a straight aim into that chitlin bucket, and you got to go and pull all that pee out the next morning. And I'm talking about you walking through it like it's kryptonite.
Toxic waste.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Man. That's a real childhood memory. Kate.
Without a doubt, man. I used to spend my summers in Philadelphia with my grandparents, my grandmama and granddad. And we used to spend our summers up there, and it was just so much fun because we would hang out and we would watch home movies. My granddaddy was big on his film and everything. We would sit there and watch them home movies and eat Jiffy Pop popcorn.
Right. One of my fondest memories, all of my cousins come to town because where their moms and dads go work extra shifts, and this both grandparents. So I had some little cousins come in from Albany. Then, Fat little bit, Chris, Kim, come from Montgomery at my other grandmama house. And I would just rotate going to each grandmama house because I'm the oldest grandchild and cook for all of my little cousins, helping my grandmother. And those were like some of the best memories ever. That's how I really, really messed around and learned how to cook. But boy, when it comes time to lay on that floor, she put that fan out, lay on a pallet, take your ass a nap in the heat of the night on. Everybody wake up and get a popsicle, and you don't get a bomb pop or push-up. You get the water sickle with the twin sticks. And she had to break that baby in half and get one to you and one to your damn cousin. Ooh. And those was the best, was some of the best days. What about you, Gary?
Going to my grandparents' house in Cottonport, Louisiana. My grandparents had a house with a tin roof. So when we were there and it would rain, the rain would just make all that noise on the roof, and it just sounds so good hearing all that just bopping on the roof. That was definitely the fondest memories. And my grandfather, he used to give us a dime when we used to leave to go back to Port Arthur. I thought that was so endearing.
I was working on my gospel compilation project in Atlanta yesterday, and I listened to My Soul Says Yes or whatever, and I literally felt my grandmother's presence in her spirit, and I smelled my grandmother yesterday, and like they had to literally get up and walk me out of the room because I don't know, something happened to me yesterday, but I smelled my grandmama's perfume. I had a flash of my grandmother, and I went all the way back to New St. James Baptist Church, sitting in between them when the Fisher choir up there singing My Soul Says Yes or whatever, man. But my fondest child, my mama was the bomb, though, with all that Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye and they little afros sitting on the porch, and all of her young cool ass friends that came over all the time or whatever. But man, it's something about being over your grandparents' house, a place of comfort is just unfreaking real. Let's go to the phone. Good morning.
My most fondest memory was sitting in the window with my grandmother's stereo listening to her Willie Clayton CD. And I was about 5 at the time. And I used to steal her quarters from her being a Dixie Cup lady. That was the best time.
Have to be playing jacks with my older sisters in there. Y'all better not be in my living room floor.
My fondest memories in Jersey wearing those metal adjustable skates that you put your shoes in and you had to ride them on those bumpy sidewalks.
My fondest memory growing up, since I'm a country girl, where our weekend family get-togethers, where the men folk would go fishing and kids would go pick blackberries, and my mom and grandma would be in the kitchen making homemade cobbler and stuff like that. So it was just great. The best of times.
My fondest memory growing up was getting up on Saturday mornings, cutting on that big old long stereo that looked like a couch, and then cleaning up, and then going to play bingo with my grandmother on Saturday afternoon.
Hey, and waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Hey, we got time. Miss Gertrude that lived next door to my grandma, rest in peace, Miss Gertrude Thompson and Pops, that was her husband. They door would be open. And I would just get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and just go straight next door and walk in. And they would still be asleep and go walk in the back and wake up Junebug, Tiny, everybody tell them to get up, we want to play football. Same thing with Miss Merchant over my other grandmama's house. The front door would be open on Saturday mornings, and I would walk in there and be banging on the piano because Miss Merchant's oldest daughter, Tammy, knew how to play the piano. So I would go in there and wake Tammy up to come in there and play the piano for me. And Miss Merchant said, why don't you still sleep? Why are you over here? It's 6:30 in the morning, and why are you in my house? So those were some of the best freaking memories ever. Out there throwing the football with Chuck and Jason all day from sun up to sundown. I just think we had the best childhood ever. With no video games, no phones, no.
Oh, it was
nothing.
the best. It was the absolute. We had to do the most with the least.
And then water bottle, bottled water where?
No, we drank out the water hole.
You got to run that damn hose pipe till that damn water cool off and put that hose pipe up to your doggone mouth and drink that damn water out that hose pipe, and you can taste the rubber from the inside of the hose pipe, especially if the hose pipe brand new. That water get cold after about 15 minutes. That's it. No swimming pool. Huh?
It was good, though.
Absolutely. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.